9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
That's
like that.
stupid, banging, no subtlety show opener bothers me.
What's going on over here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, that's right. One of these is actual time. One of these is not actual time.
Correct. Welcome to the Just the G's podcast. Here on the not only the Just the G's page, but we are because we're egomaniacs.
Oh, yeah.
We're also broadcasting to the Olive Gardeners page and the Real Hemlock page. But
Yeah, not for long, huh? What'd you do now?
I came up with this beautiful decision of trying to satisfy our narcissistic tendencies by broadcasting to multiple points
Okay.
throughout, I think the kids call it the interwebs.
Okay. And somebody took a disliking to it.
Not specifically. This
Okay.
is one you can't just blame on me. Okay. Oh, I forgot to open up the comments room. So,
Yeah.
oh, these guys again. What's up, gents?
Good old Dave Road.
Wow, you guys are on time without the 3 room. Yes, for about time. We're on time. So anyway, up pops a message. Hey, just letting you know, as of April 24th, 2024,
Yeah.
Facebook will no longer allow third-party apps, in this case, the StreamYard app that we used to create this brilliance.
Such silliness.
You'll no longer be able to go to groups. You have to go to pages. So now I got to see if any of my friends have pages as opposed to groups that they would be willing to let me
I might have a page.
broadcast to. I think you have a page.
Maybe. Is it a page?
I don't know. It's
Or is it
probably
a
a
group?
group.
Oh, jeez. I mean, do you want me to look now? I don't want to distract from the action.
No,
You can look- I'll
I
look
just
into
about
it.
guarantee it's a group. Well, can other people? I don't know. We'll figure this out.
Other people could post to it.
Yeah, that's a group, I think. So I hope everybody's
Jeez
really
Louise.
excited by this titillating conversation. So how are you, sir?
I'm doing all right. How
Are
you
you
doing?
are you back
You know,
in Pennsylvania yet, or you're still in Miami?
nah, I'm still in Miami.
Okay.
But
I'm glad
I
you
was
for that.
enjoying the nice 2.5 days of sun. Day and
Yeah, we had
three-quarter.
about 55, 56 hours of sun.
Yeah.
That's a big get these days.
Yeah. I
That's a rough one.
enjoyed it. I got a lot done around the perimeter, if you will.
Okay. You stack of rocks.
Stacking rocks. And I mean, do you want to give a shout out to Joe?
I mean, I think it's only right. But before we do that, just if people are comment. So when you broadcast to multiple places, there's a lot of places where the comments only come up as Facebook user. So if you have something important to say, maybe the first time put your name in, and after that you can maybe put your initials or something so we know it's you. But that's okay. This is just a little experiment.
Experimental.
And this isn't going to go on, much longer because Facebook isn't going to allow it. So yeah, Joe Conti.
How much fence? I mean, I asked for a 10-foot piece. That's all I needed.
Yeah, we
That was
ended
it.
up with quite a bit of fencing. I left him a review.
Yeah, I mean, how many? 10 being no. How many stars do you really need? 5. Let's do 5. Okay.
On a 5-star scale.
5 being the best, obviously. What are you gonna rate Joe's free fences?
Solid 3 stars.
Solid 3.
Yeah.
Now, okay, I was gonna go 4.5. 4.5.
I think that's.
You think it's a little too much?
I think that's a lot too much.
All right, here's my reasoning. All right, first of all, as we both know, the leaves. Okay, I wasn't planning on bringing. I was planning on taking his fence. Just wasn't planning on bringing all his leaves back with me. You know,
The free fence.
yeah.
Yeah,
free
So I don't know what kind of
fence.
diseases and ticks and shit live in Conti's leaves, but
Airborne
now,
illnesses.
now you're stuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that warrants a bigger hit than a half a star.
Well, I mean that, and I mean, I don't know if I want to get into this, but I'm gonna have to. I mean, the variety and sizes.
Not organized in any way.
That was a little misleading. A
And-
little, you know, like.
We have tall fences. Most of that was short fences.
So, half a star.
I took them two full stars. I took off.
I don't know.
You know
We'll
why?
Try again. Do
You know why I hit them so hard?
Why? Yeah. Why were you so?
Some of those free the posts.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were dirty.
Some of them were a little rusty too, and
Yes.
that I didn't care for.
If it was just dirty, if he was gifting us
right,
this pile of fence material,
right.
I feel as if he should have cleaned it.
I agree.
I mean, don't you want to put your best foot forward?
I mean, especially for the amount that he was giving us, it was a lot.
It was
And
quite
how
a
much
bit.
it probably cost him originally, and then he's giving it to us for free. Yeah, he should have cleaned it.
Well, see, his thing is because he's never satisfied with anything.
Yeah.
It was there when he got here, and he
Oh.
pulled it out,
Well, I mean,
and he rolled it and all that stuff.
oh, I could tell the lineman rolled it. We know the lineman was
Oh, yeah.
on it by
I know.
the neatly twisted each individual thing
Yeah, that was fun.
with the little twist to
That
it.
was fun fucking with that, huh?
He probably had his fucking hard hat on when he was doing it,
Probably. A fucking leather vest.
right? Some shit like, you know,
Just
like,
a leather
yeah.
vest.
Lady Linda. What's up, Linda?
See, so it's very few of the comments are coming up here.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Nope, they
page
just
is
came up.
this? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and this is just useless. We're just fucking staring at each other here.
How come
What did I do here? Excuse me.
you got there it is.
Okay.
Oh, you see? Oh, that's the real.
Ah,
There's
see?
Jenny, Tim
Wow.
O'Toole.
Wow, very okay.
Now,
So
how can we
and the
do
numbers
this?
are different.
Well,
Who you calling a Dago?
there you have it. Jenny's watching. Tim's watching. What's up, Tim?
Hey, top fan has slid into the comments. Big Tony Veroni.
Tony Veroni, a new.
He's a top fan now.
Jeez.
This is great. We knew eventually
Again.
there'd be one.
What's not to like?
We'd probably do a 3-hour show on that.
Yeah, never mind. I read the mail last week. I read.
You read the fan? You still get actual letters in fan mail?
Is that what they're calling hate mail these days?
Yes.
Life threats and stuff. Fan mail.
So speaking of this subject of
Mhm.
what's not to like, I posted something on the Real Hemlock Farms, and I asked people to say what are the things that they hate the most
Mhm.
that they see on Facebook. The things that like annoy you.
Oh, yeah, I
To no
understand.
end.
Yeah, I understand that.
I
think it's the vague stuff, you know.
well, a lot of
You know? I mean, I
a
know
lot of
I'm
people-
annoying with my shit, but whatever, you know.
Well,
Like that's why
well-
we all scroll, you know.
we're all annoying with
Yeah,
our
yeah.
shit. So vague booking, that it
Mhm.
has to be near the top.
That is at the top of my list. It's like, it's just Do you remember that TV show? What that guy, the character Al Swearinger? You know, it was
Deadwood.
Deadwood, right?
Yeah.
It's like one of the greatest lines ever. He said, "Either declare or shut the fuck up." Dude, I never forgot that,
That's
line.
a good line, Ken. I would
You
get
know,
that.
and that's like when I get that, people do that. It's like, well, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? But whatever, you know. But who knows?
I can't stand the prayer requests.
People, you know, yeah.
Or the term thoughts and prayers. Can't
Some
stand
prayers.
that either. I don't like when people are doing a good deed and they have their good deed in one hand.
Yeah.
And their camera in the other.
Like while they're feeding a bum.
Yeah. If you want to put it that way.
Some shit like that.
Some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And just today I got it. Hey, I've been watching your stuff for a while, but you know, I tried to friend you and it didn't go. I tried to friend you twice, but it didn't go through. Can you friend me?
And this was on.
That was a comment on a post about this fucking horseshit show.
Really?
Yeah. Dave Rhodes says, I hate getting a ton of invites to pages I have zero interest in. So
right.
I get that, but
we're gonna need you to like our page, Dave.
Yeah. That's one bad thing about
What's that?
Smoking pot and doing this podcast
is
if I try to read the comments,
yeah.
I stop that my brain just slips fucking gears and that's it.
Okay. Well, Linda says shoeless.
Yeah, but let me catch it on camera first. Exactly. That's just egomaniacal.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna say that means the person doing it is an egomaniac or egomaniacal.
Yeah, I understand.
Fucking ESL.
Now, how come these disappear? You got to touch the screen. How do we get it to stay?
I don't know.
There's got to be a way to like swipe.
Excuse me, while Geo swipes right on Plenty of Fish.
Excuse me 1
I
second.
didn't even know they had an all male review on Plenty of Fish.
This is my Tinder account. Hang on.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm gonna be starting an OnlyFans.
Yes. Yes, tell us more.
So what happens is when I start a video, I'm gonna be completely naked with mirrors behind me.
Okay.
Strategically placed, so there's not an inch you can
now,
see.
when you say inches, an inch.
I'm saying a square inch.
Okay.
That everything's gonna be visible. And I'm gonna make people pay me to put clothing on.
I like it. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's a unique.
I think it'll sell.
I can't see any possibility that it wouldn't, quite frankly.
See, I don't see Jenny over here. She's over there.
Yeah. So, Linda, type in where are you watching the show? I'm assuming so. Linda's probably watching the show on the Just the G's podcast page, and if you haven't yet, and then that's the point I wanted to make to Dave. That's where my brain slipped gears. Dave says, I hate getting a ton of invites to pages I have zero interest in. Well, I constantly send out mass invites to. Yes, everybody should smash the like button, as the Josh and Paulie show says, but everybody should check out the Just the G's show page and like it. And also go to the Olive Gardeners. That's like the companion group for the Just the G show, where we you get to enjoy even more stupid shit.
Yeah, that's a good group.
So right now, if you're not seeing all the comments and stuff, if you just decide to slide over to the Just the G show page and check out the video there, you'll probably see all the comments, and we'll see the comments better. And
check out
while you're there, hit the like button. That way you'll get notified when the show's on. You'll see all the comments, because we're not going to be able to. Facebook is stopping the ability to post to groups on the
Well, I
Fourth.
wonder why.
I don't know.
This freaking thing.
But they do give priority to for like bringing random the stream into other people's streams who aren't our friends or anything or aren't connected to us.
Right.
Facebook gives pages priority over groups anyway, so it's
Okay.
more helpful to be on pages. But
So Just a G's is a
is a
group?
page? No,
It's a
just
page.
is a page.
So we already got a page.
Oh yeah, no, we're fine as far as that
Okay.
goes.
Okay.
Hey Lucia, I really thought you bought a fucking Ferrari. I was
There's
very
Jenny.
annoyed.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Lucia?
So
What was that? A Lamborghini or a Ferrari? It was beautiful.
yeah, I think it was a Ferrari.
Oh my god. Looked like something out of space, like a real Magnum PI kind of thing.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. But yeah, so check out the page, check out the show. Check out the page, check out the Olive Gardeners group, and also keep checking out the show and telling people about it because I don't know, maybe if there are more people watching, we'll try to make it more interesting. Right now, it's everything
Please
we
don't
could
make
do.
empty promises.
It's barely interesting to
Please.
each other at this point. But don't anybody run away. This is not going to be a long conversation, but we watched UFC 300 together.
Yeah, that was good.
That
Those were
was
some
good.
fights.
But you know the fight that you missed and
That was
was a little sad is Harrison versus Holmes, Holly Holmes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
I
I'm
missed that.
I'm a Holly Holmes fan.
That came on after I left.
No, that was an believe it or not, because Holmes has been out for a while.
Oh yeah,
She didn't make the top card. She was an undercard fight.
interesting.
And because Kyla Harrison, that was her debut fight in UFC. So
she beat her ass and
for 1 minute and 40 seconds, she made her look like Holly Holmes. Made Holly Holmes look like she was a fucking just came into the game.
now this new chick, what's her name again?
Joshua Sugar Holloway. Oh, never mind. We're talking about. I thought he said Harrison. I thought he was making a joke about Harrison looking like a man.
Holloway
This-
was on the top of this game.
Oh my God, yes, he was. He had that fight in the bag, but
Best hands in the UFC.
Harrison, she's a beast.
Yeah, now that's where I was going. I mean, are we not seeing the thickened like skull bones, like facial bones? The cranium's a little thickened. Are we not seeing this?
I mean, I do believe she's a biological woman.
I mean, does she look nice in a dress? Yes, she does. No, I'm sure she's biological. I'm just saying, I think she's a little enhanced. Chemically.
Yeah, but if you don't test positive now, it doesn't matter what you took 2 years ago.
To get where you are, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you're clean now,
Because
you're good to go.
there's some serious usage there. I mean, it's her face. That's like the first sign on a female. Their face, the bones in their face start to, like get thicker. And shit.
Yeah, and
Like
a
more
female
manly.
body does not develop a back like that. That fucking woman has a back
Oh my
like a fucking what are those snakes that snake charmers charm?
Like a cobra.
Yeah, she's got a back
Oh,
like
yeah.
a cobra's neck.
Oh yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, the Holloway fight was amazing. That was he definitely earned that fucking $600,000 bonus.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He always fights 100%.
1 second left in the fight, and he put him away.
That's the beauty of the fight game.
Yeah.
It's never over until either somebody gets knocked out or that bell rings.
But Holloway put himself in a position to get knocked out
Yeah.
when he clearly was leading on all cards.
Yeah. Dangerous.
And that's a dangerous move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that could have definitely went the other way.
But
But that's
he
why
may
he's-
have felt his power and said to
Oh, yeah.
himself, I can withstand that. I've been hit harder. It's cool. He can, You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I mean?
so he could
And
definitely right.
He's
he
not gonna knock
definitely-
me out.
Yeah,
Not tonight. Yeah,
and
that happens too.
that's what he did. Just when the 10-second bell went off, he pointed to the center,
Mhm.
pointed to the ground and said, "Let's fucking do this." And he just caught. It didn't even look like that hard of a punch on camera, but
Yeah, right.
he caught him right in the
Just
fucking
gotta catch
temple.
him right. Yeah,
And
took him off guard.
And most of the time when you knock somebody or somebody gets knocked out and they fall face forward, they take it a lot more seriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah, because that usually means
with their arms down.
Yeah.
like they don't even put their arms out.
because that
Mm.
usually means you were unconscious
Mhm. Yeah.
way before you hit the floor.
I've been there.
Shit. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a scary feeling.
Yeah, I woke up when I hit the floor. I woke up and I got up. But
Well,
yeah.
now I passed out once and woke up when I hit the floor.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it's a handy thing.
So it's a handy thing. It comes in handy to floor when you.
So I don't mean to call you out. I don't want to throw you on the
Ah,
fucking
go
bus.
ahead. What else? Here we go.
But
Here we go.
in my home,
Well, what did I do? What did I leave a mess?
where my beautiful girlfriend comes and my
Oh.
dog lives, you said the most racist thing.
What did I say now?
You said you think Asian UFC fighters are aliens. You
No.
said that word for word.
No. I think there's a connection to Asians. If we're connected to aliens, I think there's a possible connection.
I think Steve maybe has the names mixed up.
Hey, Steve, what's
they're-
going on?
I think they said it after the fight. Holloway was leading on all three cards, easily leading on all three cards.
Steve don't like Holloway.
Holloway is the one that called it to the center of the ring, setting himself up for,
Gonna
he
have to have
could have had everything.
Steve on here one night to
Yeah.
discuss this. No.
Yeah, Steve, he led on all three cards. That's easily
A
verifiable.
little razzmatazz.
But,
there, Steve.
So what's the deal with these Asian fighters that you think are aliens?
No, I just think there's some kind of connection there. That's all.
Alien connection?
If we're connected to aliens and they exist, I think that they have a better connection with the Asian community than say us white folk.
And what makes you believe? What makes you believe that?
Just your usual interpretation of an alien.
Oh, so wait. So what you're saying is,
Just saying. If you could put it the closest type of a human, if I was to line them all up, and then to like
the closest resemblance would
Yep.
be
right,
Asians.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I
I
have
just
to
think
say,
that
you
there's
won me over.
possibly a connection there. That's all.
You want me over on that?
This is, I'm not being mean. I think there's a connection.
No, I think it could be mean.
All right, a little bit mean.
And
Shout out to Pai Mei down there on Canal Street. Well, go ahead. What you were saying?
oh, that's the restaurant where all the aliens work.
yeah.
So
I just think that. I got a lot of thoughts about space and all this bullshit that we've been dealing
oh,
with.
believe me, we'll get there.
Please.
We'll get there. I even have a question for you for something I totally forgot to research, but maybe you know it
Oh,
already.
good.
So I'm always accused by the beautiful Belinda Topez
Mhm.
of when I invite the guys over she calls it a chip fest. I tried to provide some
Okay.
decent meats and cheeses.
Listen. Everything was perfect.
Oh, I thought you were gonna shit on me. That would have
No.
been funny.
This is a guy thing, okay? We don't need the fucking spread. It's 10 o'clock at night. I'm rolling up. What time did I get here? 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. What can I expect? You know what I mean? A bag of chips, it's late. I appreciate it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Maybe some salted meats with some beautiful cheeses. That's totally optional. Did I get it? Absolutely. I can't complain. I got to watch the fights. I got a little cottage cheese with some little fruit.
Before we get into the cottage cheese discussing this, I want to just say to Steve that I'm reading his comment, and I absolutely think he makes a fucking super good point.
What did I do?
Hoping that Holloway would lose, maybe even nudging it in that direction to get him to retire, because they don't really have a good place for Holloway in that division. But so that's actually a very good point. And you know, the fight game's fucking dirty.
It is dirty.
Yeah.
It's it's money driven, so it's always going to be some shifty shit going on, just like in boxing. Look at the boxing community right now; it's a fucking shambles. The heavyweight champ fights once, twice a year. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then he'll say he was champion for 10 years, but he had 10 fucking fights, whereas Tyson had 10 fights in less than in 1 year.
Yeah,
like come on, man.
Yeah, it is.
These guys don't fight, and guys before Tyson fought even more than that. And like sometimes they were going 2 months and they were back in the ring fighting.
Well, these guys never, a lot of those guys, the new guys, never came up as club fighters. That
a lot of that
fought every weekend.
Yeah, right. That too. There's a lot that they don't understand. So, but whatever, it's just, and again, it's money driven. So there's a lot of corruption there. Once you get out of the amateurs, there's a ton of corruption. Ton. Yeah. I mean,
could we make anything?
I'll tell you right off here's the difference, and the major difference to me is that in the amateurs you roll up and you don't know who you're fighting. There's a room full of guys who weigh the same weight as you, and somebody's going to pick your fight that minute. That's it. You don't get 6 weeks to prepare a training camp, all this other bullshit.
Watch a fight videos.
Yeah, some of these amateurs fight every weekend, every 2 weeks. Whatever, man. And they never know who they're fighting. So to me, that's where the real fights are. There's a lot of corruption going on these days there always was, but now it's just kind of ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So besides the fine salted meats and cheeses.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I went on a tangent.
No, you're fine. We gotta fill 2 hours. Sometimes it feels like
Jesus
2 days.
Christ. Yeah. Let's slow it down.
That's another thing. What's her name? Harrison probably gained 25 to 30 pounds back after she made weight. So she was even fucking bigger.
She was a beast.
Yeah.
I was looking at her and I thought to myself, that woman would probably kick the shit out of me. She's pretty strong.
And me at the same time.
Did you see those fucking elbows that she throws? I just watched some old fights of hers. She like shreds people's faces with her elbows.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, having an elbow come raining down on your face probably is going to be uncomfortable. But I digress.
Give Jenny any ideas?
You had a little snack that night too.
Mm-hmm. A delicious snack.
And it was based on something that we had debated in last week's show.
Yeah, the cottage cheese.
Talking about different foods and stuff like that. And I was trying to get the point across that cottage cheese is quite possibly the most disgusting thing in the world.
Could be, to some.
So what I did was I purchased some Daisy.
Quality stuff.
Quality.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to go fucking store brand and try and set you up for disaster.
Okay.
Daisy. Mm-hmm. Cottage cheese with the fruit. I got one peach.
Beautiful.
And I got one strawberry that you named every fucking fruit in the world that could have been. Not one of your choices was strawberry.
It tasted just like it, though.
I bet. Sometimes boysenberry does that. So,
yeah,
you thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was delicious. I love any cheese with any fruit. Fruit and cheese always goes together.
Oh, that's yeah, I agree 100%.
Do you like Swiss cheese with strawberries?
Yeah, with anything.
Okay.
So my brother is very interested to hear what was the juice level on this cottage cheese.
Well, okay, here's what happened.
Oh God.
It had a nice consistency to it. It's pretty thick actually, and what happens is once you mix in the gelatinous it's like almost like a jam.
That is, in
Chemical.
my opinion, that is 100% pure fruit.
It
It
reminds
just when you take a strawberry and you crush it up, it
Yeah.
releases a nice gelatinous syrup.
and it was what flavor?
Strawberry.
Right. Tasted just like it. But the that thickened it even more. So it was just fine. I like it thick, I like it thin, watery, whatever. Long, short,
Short.
round as a beer can.
Yeah, beer
know.
can size, tuna can size, whatever. Could look like bubblegum spitting a bird's nest for all you get.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So I decided the other night I couldn't, you know what, I had to pose this question to myself.
Mhm.
Because like everybody else, some things you hate as a kid you eventually become to like. And for me, my
Mhm.
all the vegetables and stuff I didn't like, now I fucking lie. I eat Brussels sprouts all day long.
Right.
I said maybe my taste buds have evolved, and cottage cheese now is going to be in the lineup for me.
Well,
So I carefully peeled the fruit thing open and I
Yes.
scraped it into the cottage
Yes,
cheese and I mixed it up. And to even give the cottage cheese a real a leg up.
Yeah.
My first bite, I made sure there was a nice, all natural, organic chunk of peach in there. Yeah.
How was it?
It was the shittiest, most disgusting thing I've ever fucking had.
What do you mean? Did you give it a chance?
I fucking ate the whole. No, that's not
Did
true.
you-
I didn't eat the whole thing.
Did you, press it against your palate?
Well, I ate it like most people eat Jello. They pack it into the cheek and then squeeze it between the teeth. So I figured I could get some of the cottage cheese juice out to have the whole experience.
Oh,
And yeah,
you didn't enjoy it, huh?
no.
What didn't you like? Was it the fruit?
No, that part was good. I should have just taken the fruit thing cup off the top and eaten
Oh.
that.
And why did they separate it?
Oh, could you imagine what the peach would look like if it was sat in the cottage cheese for the 3 or 4 weeks that its shelf life is?
Probably tastes pretty good though.
No, it just all tastes like cottage cheese at that point.
Mm.
It
Yeah.
really tasted like somebody left too much moisture. You know what it tasted like?
What?
If you would lick the armpit on somebody on My 600-Pound Life.
Mm.
That's how I see it. That's how it tastes to me.
Somehow, when you said that, I saw a pizza underneath their underarm.
Oh, well,
I did.
Well, sometimes they get those
Little
moles.
pepperoni pizza.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Or mushroom pizza. Speaking of mushrooms,
Yeah,
how you doing with that?
pretty good. I'm enjoying them. Yeah, I do my regular dosage, my regular micro dose, and keeps things floating along pretty nicely. I haven't had any this week. This is my off week, so
I could tell.
start next week again. I'll start banging it out. You know what I mean?
I could tell by our little adventure this morning.
Oh God, that was my doing.
It certainly was your fucking
I'll
doing.
take the blame for that one.
We had this discussion. Linda was there, Jenny was there. We had this talk, and then the second we leave you to your own devices,
Well, here's what happened.
you're that fucking actor on Tim the Toolman Taylor's fucking neighbor. You had eyes, half a nose and eyes above the fence talking.
What happened was my neighbor reached out to me.
How?
Hey, neighbor, how are you?
Over
My
the
name
fence.
is so and so. I'm sorry I haven't introduced myself, but things have been crazy here.
Hey neighbor, I'm so and so. Could you please remove your penis from that hole in my fence?
So I replied, It's okay. I'm shy. I probably wouldn't have reached out anyway.
And I'm really uncomfortable by this conversation.
I'm like, my wife will be home later on. She'll probably stop by.
Yeah, she's from Minnesota. She's gonna come by
She'll
with
talk to a
3
wall.
fucking pies.
Right. So, so that was that. And then Jenny came home and she said hi and they were chit-chatting a little bit. And then she went to go inside and then she turned and she said, "Hey, Gio, can you do me a favor?"
And there it
No,
goes.
she didn't say, "Can you do me a favor?" I take that back. She says, "You have an older daughter." I said, "Yeah." I said, "She's 19. She says, "Will she be around tomorrow?" "I'm not going to be around and I'll pay her," she said, "to let my dog out a couple of times because the person that was supposed to come do it can't show up." It was like a last minute thing.
Seems reasonable.
So I'm like, well, you don't have to pay her just to let your dog out. You know what I mean? Like,
No, you're
so
a
and
great
she's
fucking manager.
and she's not gonna be home anyway, so she can't do it.
This is all theoretical then.
Okay, right. So I said, well, I could let your dog out, and then in the back of my head, I said, did I just say that?
Yeah,
I did.
you
So
did.
she said, "Oh, that would be great." And I'm like, man. And I'm like, and then as like she goes to go inside, she goes, "He's a real sweetheart. He's a Doberman Pinscher, but he's a real sweetheart." And I was just like, "Oh, okay." So then I
7:00 this morning, I get a fucking message. No fucking details.
hey, do you need details? Are we friends?
No, I don't. But it's a help. I get a fucking message. I gotta walk this dog today. You want to come with me? All right. I'll meet you there at 9.
It's a Doberman Pinscher.
In the back of my mind, I had a fucking strange feeling. It was gonna be that house.
Yeah, it was.
Because I was like, or it was gonna be your younger daughter's best buddy over there, your boxer. But I didn't think they had that kind of dog.
No.
Okay, so I get there. Now
But she was a very nice lady. So what am I going to say? No?
say I'm terrified of dogs.
I was terrified.
And plus, you have 2
That dog
dogs.
is terrifying.
Oh yeah.
But I'm now friends with it. I went back over there 2 more times. So I'm friends with him now.
Yeah. So I said,
After he didn't chew you to pieces.
"Hey, you want me?" Well, naturally, I'm videoing this as we're walking up the driveway, and then I say, "Hey, you want me to go in first?" And he said, before I even got the Erst out, he said, "Yes."
I'm like, yes.
I
If
said,
you
"All
want
right."
to, go right ahead. And then that dog was like,
So I handed you my phone, thinking you'd videotape this in case I got my face torn off.
no, I was busy shitting
But
myself.
yeah, now the phone's just. Tony says your neighbor sounds like a douche.
No, she's a very nice person. She was right though. The dog is
Just
a
a little
sweetheart,
neat.
right?
So yeah, it was shaking and growling, and so I decided to do probably the worst thing I could possibly do: to sit down and let this dog approach me.
Oh my god, I was waiting for him to rip your face off. I was like so excited.
I know, but you were still dangling the camera at the floor.
I know.
It would have been like that fucking that video of the monkey ripping the woman's face off. You could only hear it. There's no actual video. How annoying is that shit? So
I can't believe I did that.
she the dog comes and approaches me a little bit, gives me a sniff, and comes a little bit more, and then he let me touch its head,
Yeah.
and that was it. That was
Instant
my
friends.
fucking buddy. Then we get up. He's
Spinning around.
running around in circles. He's running around you like a. You'd be surprised at what dogs are herding dogs. I wonder if Doberman's a herding dog. I don't believe so.
I think he was doing a pee-pee dance. You know, when they
Well,
do a
it took
little
him
pee-pee
fucking
dance.
long enough to pee.
Well, yeah, I think his rhythm was off. You know what I mean? Like, there's these 2 strangers walking the house. He was kind of like, he wasn't being mean. He was just showing a little displeasure. He's like, I don't know who you are.
I think it was even
you know?
more fear.
Yeah.
He just seems scared.
Like he's what's going on here, you know. And then yeah.
He's a great dog.
He warmed up.
He's a nice dog.
Very nice, very quiet. Doesn't bark.
But now
That's the best kind of guard dog.
oh yeah. Sneaks up on you and slits your
man,
throat.
it just rips your face off.
So you know, God forbid Jeff should get this woman's phone number or anything. So now we there's no leashes around, and we know she's got her. I'm like, Jeff, go out and hit the button on the Ring camera. So now we know she's got cameras. So Jeff is just talking to the air. You got a leash?
I don't know where the cameras were. She answered me though.
She answered you on the inside camera and told us where the leashes were, and we got the leash. We took the dog out and took a little while to pee, but it was fun. But this is how you get roped into shit.
I do, and then I get in trouble.
I get roped into shit.
Oh, well,
And then there's nothing but trouble.
you know what? It was a very nice dog. It was nice to meet him.
It was a nice interaction.
I was neighborly.
You were neighborly.
And that's a good thing.
Oh yeah. You know, when the first interaction you have with your new neighbor is her asking you a pretty big get, yeah, how is that ever going to go wrong in the future?
Wow, that dog is beautiful though, huh?
Oh yeah, but I think you're going to have to, like when she's out, you're going to have to pretend like you're recovering from a stroke or something, or you're going to be the new fucking dog walker.
No.
Wait, think this was a one-time thing?
Oh no, I can't.
Well, how are you going to turn it down?
I don't know.
Tell you crazy?
I think if she living next to me long enough, she'll figure it out on her own.
Maybe we should have a mutual friend give her a call.
Yeah, why not?
She can give it when she gets back from Italy. She can give
Give
you
her
a
a
lowdown or whatever.
She was putting a house up for sale.
Yeah, Jenny knows.
Mm-hmm.
He's roped in now.
Yeah.
Have you been doing much rollerblade? Excuse me.
Rollerblading?
Rollerblading, no. Skateboarding, yes.
I have not gone yet this week.
Yeah, Steve nailed it.
Extra set of keys. They're coming.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. She's going to be your fucking, you're going to be her emergency contact in
I'm
public
the wrong
safety.
guy. Because you know me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm building America 1 minute, and then the next minute I'm staring at a wall for 45 days.
Oh, yeah. If say I was doing something and I got trapped between two rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be 6 months after my funeral before you looked at the text I sent that said, please come help me.
And hopefully I didn't have to scroll up.
Tony's got it right. And I know Tony's neighbors.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, he hears his neighbors outside. He freezes right in his tracks. Hopefully they don't know he's there.
I do that sometimes. I've been known to like creep from like my door to my shed or something on the down low. Just don't want to communicate.
Is it more creeping or skulking?
It's creeping just because I'm usually naked.
Okay. All right.
So
Do you have gloves up? Never mind.
yes.
No, so have you been doing much skateboarding lately?
Not this week. I did not. Not yet. But the week is not over. There was 2 sunny days this week, so I wanted to get as much done as I could on the property.
It says sit in the car reading a paper until they go back inside. I've been sneaking into Linda's house lately on the.
Oh, you have?
No, excuse me, that's Belinda. I've been sneaking into Belinda Topaz's house, but like not sneaking in away from her. She's got some new neighbors that are flipping the house. They want to talk.
Oh, the talkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think my neighbor's a talker. I think she was just introducing herself.
Oh, I'm glad you think that.
Yeah.
She was looking for a dog fucking walker.
No, she's got a dog walker.
You. But at the time that you had the first conversation, she didn't have a dog walker. Now she's got a dog walker.
listen, nobody's got my number, so if you don't got
Sure
my number,
need
you
your
can't get a
number.
hold of me.
She can yell through the fence.
No, I'll hide.
Good job fucking hiding today.
So, yeah, you know me. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
shy. I'm shy. I don't like to, mingle. As they say, mingle.
Well, it always goes wrong.
It does. It always goes wrong for me. Exactly.
Yeah, you end up walking a dog.
I end up whatever, or just in trouble, or fucking whatever, man. Shit goes crazy when I make friends, so I just fucking don't.
So Belinda Topez has made an accusation against me.
Oh, welcome to my world.
She says that one day I pulled up, or I turned onto her road,
Mm-hmm.
and she was talking to one of the guys that are working on the flip house, that they're partners.
Oh, okay.
And she says that I pulled in very aggressively. Rocks were flying.
Oh,
I don't
Okay.
agree. I don't think so.
were your rocks flying in their direction? Like, could they have spit out towards the flippers?
Oh, I'm sure she noticed that rocks were moving. There's pebbles on the road. But she's trying to say I fucking barreled in there all aggressive,
Hmm.
jumped out of my truck,
I don't believe it.
expanded my feathers, if you will.
Yeah. The whole...
Exactly. Little case of invisible lat disease.
Yeah, right.
I don't believe it. I don't think I'm aggressive in any way. She says yes.
I don't see it.
Joe Conti's here. He missed the whole
Joe doesn't think I'm shy. I'm a shy guy, yeah?
you are a shy guy. But we did a little homage,
Oh, we did. We did a whole big thank you.
a little soliloquy, if I may.
Shout out to Joe Conti.
Yeah. And we explained why I only gave you 3 stars. But Jeff
I
gave you 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah, which I find crazy. But
4.5.
Linda says my chest was out. I mean, I have a solid B cup, so
Your
it
chest
might
was
just
out,
have appeared that way.
like, yeah.
Oh, more like saggy Italian breasts.
Okay. I understand. Beat your chest, pulling in my
Beat
chest.
your chest. Yeah. To pick up a 16-foot ladder, which is only 8 foot when it's fucking closed. Yeah. It was
What is
It was a 28-foot ladder I had to fucking carry with him. I had my toolboxes on it so it wouldn't flip out of the back of the truck.
Oh, what? When you talking about when we went to his house with the ladder? What are you talking
That
about?
ladder had to be returned to the people that he borrowed from.
Oh, geez. You did this today?
No, yesterday, I think,
Oh.
or the day before.
What kind of a shit show was that?
Actually, it went pretty smooth.
I would have
to
given you a
admit.
hand. Well, then it wouldn't have went smoothly.
You would have had to sit on the ladder, though, if you gave us a hand, because
Oh, my God.
I have tools in the back of my truck.
Well, that was nice of you. I would have helped you out. It's 24 foot, he said.
Maybe it was 20. No. That fucker was 28 foot. I read it on the sticker. I said 24 foot. That was a big bitch.
Who climbed up that ladder?
Joe, none of us were fucking.
Yeah,
do it.
I didn't even want to hold it.
3 of us were holding it and let him go
Listen,
up there.
I don't even.
The oldest guy, we sent him up the ladder.
We're standing on. All of us are standing on one spot on a patio that's about 400 feet off the ground. Boulders underneath us.
Punch sticks, sharpened spears,
And Joe's
broken
like,
glass.
Here, hold this ladder. I was like, hold on, let me get some friends.
Yeah, it was 3 of us holding the ladder. Poor Joe was going up there.
Joe went right up.
I
He's a
should've-
linesman. I say, hey, Joe's a lineman. He's
He's the guy that makes songs about.
right, So he don't mind going up the ladder. He don't mind. He climbs poles for freak's sake
I think.
with his little things, and he twists wires.
Yeah, with his yes,
Wire
safety
twisters.
equipment.
Probably wears a nice helmet, and like you said earlier, like a nice leather vest or something.
Yeah. I figure. Yeah, that's at least how I imagine it.
Mm-hmm.
Helmet, leather vest. kind of very YMCA-esque.
Is the helmet leather? Is it a leather helmet?
Yes, it is a leather. You know, it's one of those helmets they used to wear in the 40s when they played football.
Right. A leather. Yeah,
Yeah,
nice leather helmet. Not like a meat helmet like Lady Gaga might put on.
Yes, it's part of her meat suit. So, a couple interesting things I learned during my tattoo session last night.
Yeah. You didn't talk much about it. Were you saving it
for the show? Believe me, for two uninteresting people, 2 hours is very difficult to fill.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Take your time.
And it's almost like defeating if we go early.
Right.
So I'm just going to start slowing down my speech a little bit. So I hear that there's a really nice skate park in Middletown.
Yeah.
And there was a skate store in Port Jervis that closed up to move next to the skate park in Middletown.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to go check out the skate store.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check it out. We'll have to do a Google search.
It's on Union Ave in Middletown.
Yeah, so it's somewhere the store is somewhere very close. But the other thing I found interesting,
probably over by my old boxing gym.
So obviously the skate track that you go to in Port Jervis.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
It's a nice one, but it needs upgrading.
Yeah. Somebody could, fill the cracks in the fucking, in the pavement and, maybe sweep it.
Well, check this out.
Mm-hmm.
They applied for a grant from the Tony Hawk Foundation.
What?
Because Tony Hawk, no.
Oh.
And the reason why they didn't get it is because the Tony Hawk Foundation will not give a grant to any skate park or pump track that requires safety equipment.
Interesting. Very interesting. Why is that?
I guess because most of these pros they don't wear a bunch of fucking helmets.
Yeah, right. I mean, a lot of and I don't always wear mine. I do on certain. If I think I'm gonna hit 15, 20 miles an hour on my board that day, I put my helmet on. If I'm just skating along, sometimes I still have it on, but like when I was in Miami, I wore it some days I didn't. It just depended on where I was going,
So
it's like a
what if you were planning to hit 15 or 20 trees?
I'm gonna put it on.
Okay. That's disappointing.
I got if I'm gonna just do downhill, I got a full face helmet if I'm really gonna fly down the fucking hill, But
oh God.
I don't know. Look at this handsome devil. Oh my God.
God.
Joe Conti in full effect there, huh? Is that what you is he retired or is he still works?
No, I believe he's retired. But I gotta tell you, I didn't know that Con Edison had a hiring program for
hire the handicap.
Yes.
Yes, they did.
Special people.
Special people.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting that the Tony Hawk Foundation refused that the grant because of that. They I guess they want to keep the purity of the sport and weed out the bad ones with massive brain trauma.
I think there's a big thing about that in the people argue about it all the time in the groups that I'm a part of online, and I just say to people, to me it's like riding a motorcycle. If you want to wear one. If you don't.
I agree.
That's it. It's your skull. It's your experience, and what happens. Like I don't ride. Sometimes I'll ride my motorcycle without a helmet, but I've rarely ever do it, and it's I could justify it by saying it's I'm going around here and shit, but it's probably more dangerous riding in here than anywhere else.
Oh, I'd say so.
Especially on a weekend, But yeah, I mean, it's just none of my fucking business. That's how I look at it. Right? It's just none of my business. I mean, I have all kinds of safety shit. Sometimes I wear it, sometimes I don't.
And one of the adventures that we had this week was something where safety equipment should be very important. And we were
cutting
trees.
Yeah.
And we watched a professional company cut trees, and they're very
efficient,
but very safety oriented.
Oh yeah, they were. colors. So everybody knew where everybody was. Everybody stood a certain distance. You know, there was like a lot of pulleys, ropes to secure things from going awry.
So we had two big leaning trees in front of my house. The only two trees I really cared about on the property, birch trees.
Right.
You could see where they were uprooting. And a something I had attached to the tree at a 90-degree angle was at a 45-degree angle. So
Right.
it was going to go.
I know that thing was really leaning, man.
Yeah.
That was bad.
So we decided we were going to cut them down.
As easy as 1, 2, 3. We cut them down.
Yeah, no safety equipment. Safety equipment's for girls.
Yeah. Yeah, we had I think I had my finer pair of Crocs on.
You did have you at one point you actually had to go into 4-wheel drive, I think.
Yeah, I put them in sport mode.
Yeah, put them in sport mode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the first one came down, no problem. That second one, when it finally snapped and released some of the weight in that root system that I was standing on, snapped back down. That was a little startling.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Now, did you get that on video? Because I want to see it in slow motion.
I believe I did. I got to fuck around with it.
What if it hit you? What do you think? What do you think if it hit you would have done?
Well, what would have hit me?
The stunt when it come flying back up.
Oh yeah, that would have fucking. I would have seen.
You think you went flying, or like it may have busted a hip or something?
It might have busted a hip. Might have busted. It was a short distance, but it was abrupt.
Yeah, it was short, but it don't take much when it's it's probably got a couple 1,000 pounds of pressure on it, right?
Man, I would bet.
I mean, we're just daredevils. That's what I'm getting at.
Exactly. Devil may care adventurers, if you don't mind me saying. So it was
Good
nice.
time.
It was nice. It's a fun thing felling trees.
Oh, here we go.
I enjoy it. What's the problem?
Felling.
That's what it's called.
Do we have to use the word felling? Can't we just say cut trees, cutting trees? How many trees did you cut? Did you cut the tree down? I cut this tree down. Look at this tree I cut down. I felled it. It just doesn't sound
That's what you did. You felled it.
right. It doesn't sound right.
But you're in the trades.
When you folded something, you folded it. You didn't fold it. You folded it.
Okay.
Felled it?
Yes, because you
Folded it?
It fell, but it didn't fell on its own. You felled
I
it.
don't like it. I don't like it. I think is this an American word? Did we make this word, or is this an English word?
I just about guarantee it's an American word.
We all know how I feel about the English, so if it's an English word, I'm just going to be really upset about it for the rest of my life.
I don't think it's an English word, but I'm going to probably say it is now that you've made it a reason for me to say it.
If it's an American word, I like I said, I can totally get it.
Wrap your head around it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what's your problem with the English people?
The problem is that they created a language and they can't speak it. It's their own goddamn language. That's my problem.
Well, what do they do wrong?
You ever listen to Ozzy Osbourne talk or like?
Oh, he's got brain damage.
They said like You ever hear them ask for a bottle of water? A bottle of water. Bottle of water. Can I get a bottle of water? A what? A bottle of water. It doesn't even make sense. Please, I used to argue with them all the time at work.
But now Linda's brother-in-law is English.
Well, you know what?
And I bet you
I'm sorry he got a poor choice in language. I don't know what to tell you there.
I have a feeling, though, that as a young man,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't speak like that.
Is he from England? He lives in England,
Well, he definitely lives in England. I believe that's where he was born. Yes.
and so he doesn't say through the door. Let's
What?
go through the door. Instead of saying through, they'll say we went through the door. Through.
How
It's
have
your
you-
fucking language. You spelt these words,
So-
not me.
So I don't disagree. I'm not debating that to be true or not. I
Mhm.
believe you're 100% accurate. But how much fucking interaction do you have with these people?
I used to work around them when I worked at IBM. I was a pipe fitter, and I was working around these guys because they would come in. They worked for different companies, and with the machines, and it's just worked with a lot of people from anywhere from Italy, which were the finer and nicer people. Oh, a lot of Germans. They were a lot of fun, actually, and the English, who were always just a little bit angry.
A little bit angry. They are an angry people. I don't.
Mhm. So yeah, I mean,
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go.
Linda's asking the wrong person the wrong question.
so you'd correct the king. No, listen, if that's how the king says it, because it's his language, it's the king's English.
I
so be
believe it to be the Queen's English.
Well, then you know what? Then he's fucking it up. However it is, But I don't know. I just don't understand. You create a language, you can't fucking speak it, and then when you talk to other people who are speaking it, you don't understand it. I don't know. That's what I experienced with the English. A lot of times they would say, "I don't understand. What did you say?" And I would fucking repeat myself, and then they would understand.
Yes, the Queen is dead, but I thought, oh, maybe that. I don't know. I thought that was a saying, the Queen's English.
Oh, I don't know.
I have to look that up.
Yeah, I don't know. They got they got their own church. They got their own, whatever.
Yeah, it's fucking tourism. That's all it is. At this point, it's just for tourism.
So now, what is the deal with them? So they own all the land.
Not all of it.
Just 99.9%.
Quite a bit. That family owns quite a bit of land. Yes.
So basically, if you live there, there's a chance that you live on their land. They own the land that you live on, that your business is on. So they own everything. Well, the land. That's it.
A lot of it.
It's just interesting. And it's just an island, right? It's just a little island.
Rainy little island.
I don't get it.
Heck of a navy.
Yeah. Royal, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
There is no purpose in them, like Linda says. They don't rule anymore. But
yeah, I don't understand that either. Who put that form of government in charge for them all of a sudden? At one time, wasn't the king's word the word of all of the land?
yes, and
And then they lost the
a
war.
monarchy doesn't. Yeah, well, that too.
And then the country was like, "Listen, king."
Yeah, the nice thing is that while your opinion about their language, it matters. Your opinion is valid.
Oh, thank you.
And their opinion hasn't mattered since 1776.
It hasn't.
It
hasn't.
There's that.
I used to remind them of that as well.
It's a shame what those countries have turned into, though. Like London is overrun with Muslims.
Yeah, it is. Or like, how do you call it? What do you say?
Muslims.
Would they be illegal as well there? Like, is there a process to going into England? Like there is, coming here that nobody uses?
I'll tell you how fucked up it is.
Please do.
Well, it's not fucked up. It's kind of fucked up, but it shows how fucked up we are.
Mm-hmm.
Linda's sister had to be away from her husband for 11 months before she got and spend like 4,000 pounds or euro, like quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
To get permission to go back to England to live. She's married to a fucking English citizen.
Wow.
Yeah. Us.
Wow.
Yeah. If you don't get in through Kennedy, get a flight to Mexico, walk
Yeah.
right over.
Just walk in.
Yeah.
Which is what everybody's doing. They're just walking in from all different countries.
Yeah.
From Mexico. So they're all flying into Mexico. Mexico's loving it. And yeah.
But English people aren't fighting to live here. They're very happy in their country.
Absolutely.
God bless 'em.
So they're getting invaded over there.
But there must be. I don't know. I don't know the background or what, but I don't think they have a big illegal problem.
No.
Linda says money and titles. Dave reads it as money and titties.
Nice, Dave. I like Dave's version.
You think all the women in the British royal family should just walk around topless with money in their hands?
Not all of them. Not all of them, no.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. I whatever. It's the English. It's the English.
Yeah,
They do their thing. Whatever.
They're kind of weird sometimes.
But, yeah.
They are big into the London fogware.
They are.
Yeah.
I think that's where it all started.
I think that's a gentleman with a turtleneck and a London fog jacket and a umbrella under his arm. That would be considered a dandy.
Oh, quite the dandy.
I think so.
You know, the English, I have to say, they are good for their stories, though. Like what's that one guy there? Jack the Ripper. You know, like that kind of weird shit, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, like just like got stories like that.
Yeah. So you're saying that England has a good storied history of
Yeah.
mass murder.
Oh, who's the guy with the thing?
Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah. Sherlock Holmes. You know, they got all that. That's pretty cool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think of something positive for them.
But it's always interesting. Countries like that are so old compared to our country.
Yeah.
Which is really very new in comparison. So we don't have our old ruins are just, shit boxes that collapse.
Yeah, really, just some brick, like some stone
You know?
houses.
Yeah, I mean, there's
some stone farmhouses.
Well, that's right. Or you go someplace and all you see is a piece of land with a chimney.
Yeah, right.
Because
This was a one room schoolyard, and
yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah, a lot of ruin.
Yeah, I mean, just driving around Pennsylvania.
Oh, it's all over. Yeah, absolutely. You see a lot of old houses in the woods that are easily over 100 years old, 200 years old. A hunting club bought some property off of Silver Lake Road once, and I had to go with a triaxle, and they broke this old house up, man. It was over 200 years old, and they put it in the back of the triaxle, and I dumped it.
Our Linda on the spot, our researcher.
Wow, Linda.
London fog originates from Maryland.
Maryland. Is it foggy there?
I don't know. I don't know. Why would it be?
I don't know, but Paul Arnone is watching. Hello, Paul.
Maybe he knows.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been there. What's the strangest?
Go ahead. My brother was just. What's the strangest? Don't lose your thought.
I won't. Go ahead.
My brother was very recently in Ireland.
Oh, he was. Okay.
And he says they don't tear anything down in Ireland. So
Yeah,
they got
I
to
bet.
see, I believe, my sister-in-law's relative, like way back relative's house, grandmother maybe or great grandmother.
Oh, wow.
And
That's crazy.
yeah, it's really interesting to be in a place that has like age,
That kind of history.
like thousands of years.
Yeah, there's a difference there. Sure.
Absolutely. So, what's the strangest?
What's the strangest state in America that you've ever been to?
So I'll be talking to her grandmother. So I haven't traveled to a lot of states, but I have to say, even though I spent a very brief period of time, we're working on it, Christine. We're working on it. This is why we want to get a good sponsorship. I'm gonna start wearing the raincoats on the show and the hats. Yeah, so stranger state. I'm gonna have to say Florida
Really? What did you find strange about that?
because I realized how down south it was when we were driving to a convention. That the reason I was down there, and I passed by this farm,
Mhm.
and they had like a scarecrow hanging by a noose,
Oh yeah,
and a
sure.
very very unflattering thing written on it
yeah,
about certain types of people.
yeah, sure.
And I knew I was in the deep south.
You know, okay, that could be. Yeah, I could see where that would make you weird.
Yeah. Besides that, I'm gonna say Pennsylvania.
I think I experienced the same thing down there once when I was a kid. Something similar. We were driving through. I forget what state we were in. It was either South Carolina
Tony
or
says
Florida.
Maryland is the strangest, the weirdest state. Now that he knows London fog is from there.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
All I know is California. I've never been.
Ohio, man. It had for me. It was Ohio. It was weird.
Yeah, tell me that story again about Ohio. That's
like a ghost-
It's like
all
a
right.
fucking weird ghost town.
It was like this big. I was in Toledo, this huge city. Well, bigger, not huge, but bigger than say Milwaukee, right?
Milwaukee.
Yeah, and empty though. There was no fucking people, man. It was just no cars. There was no. It was just such a strange place. Like all the houses were boarded up. It seemed like everybody moved away from like either the state or Toledo, at least. Like it was just so like I don't know, man. It just felt like something out of a movie. Weird.
So Linda says Mississippi is the weirdest state she's been in.
Mm.
Christina says West Virginia. Paul said he's been to Cleveland and it was really nice and clean.
I'll never go back to Ohio. That's how weirded out I was. But I driving down to Florida once when we were kids. They I don't know if they left them up for like
Sale?
historical reasons or if they left them up because they just left them up. But I still remember we were kids and they had there were water fountains that said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did it start off with down here it's the good old days?
And me and my brothers, we went and got my mom and dad because we thought we thought it was the coolest thing, because like we read about that in school, where it's just like, wow, this is like real, like it was real. But I mean, those days were over, but not really, I guess, because they still had the signs up. You're talking the 80s, late 70s.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So Cleveland's off Ohio. Ohio's off your list.
Yeah, I'll never go back to Ohio. I'll never go back. It was just the weirdest place. The people were strange. It was the only like okay, you go to get gas and there's people in the parking lot, like groups of them, and they're just watching to like see who's gonna go next to go ask somebody for money while they're pumping fucking gas. So like you're pumping gas and all these eyes are on you. And somebody's
And
coming.
your head's on a swivel.
Yeah, and they're like, "Hey, you got $5?" It's like, no, I don't got $5. I'm trying to get home. They all got some fucking crazy story.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's trying to get home.
It's
buy
like,
that
yeah, I know,
grandmother-
me too. That's why I'm putting gas in my car
Yeah.
and I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Everybody's got some good reason why they need the money. They're trying to get home or trying to buy grandma a new fucking prosthetic leg, some fucking
Yeah,
horse
right.
shit like that. Yeah, fuck those people. I agree. Get a job.
It's just so weird to me, man. That's all. It was just a very empty. It was empty for such a large city. It was very empty.
New Jersey's got to be the weirdest state I've ever driven in.
Oh, Jersey, everything's set up wrong. What the fuck's going on in Jersey? I don't know.
You can't make a left turn.
Everything in Jersey is just. Have you ever driven down? Oh Jesus, what the hell is that? They're heading down the Paramus there. What is that? 17.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Oh yeah. Why not put shopping centers all
Yeah.
the way down, basically a highway?
Well, yeah, basically, we're gonna make a highway that leads to Manhattan.
and
along the way, we're going to put strip malls.
exactly. So plenty of people can.
Rubbing neck, looking
Yeah.
at sales through the windows.
The nice thing is, at least everybody's only making right turns.
Holy shit, man. Paramus and all that, the whole area. Oh, good shopping there, though, huh?
Damn fine shopping, actually. Linda says they do that in Rockland on the weekends. Family at a light collecting money. Granny's in a lawn chair. That's
classic. Oh, man, they put Granny in.
Are they selling those little fucking green fruits that are the size of like a golf ball? You ever see that in New York? They be walking up and down with those weird little fucking green fruits.
No, what do they do? They sell them?
Yeah.
Oh, I would. Do you remember the family that was down at Weiss there playing the fake violin or some shit for like 2 days?
Because every time I passed them, I yelled at them for not actually playing the violin.
The guy's like, he didn't even.
Just barely holding the fucking thing.
He wasn't even moving his
He
fingers.
was playing like a guitar.
Oh. He was a regular Eddie Van Halen. That guy.
Oh, yeah, anything you wanted him to play, he could play.
What the fuck went through that guy's mind, man? Like,
And it was for like a week. It was a thing. They were seen everywhere.
yeah, like, and then
I don't know if they franchised it out or they just moved around a lot.
Oh, maybe they got picked up by America's Got Talent. Some shit.
Yeah,
They got to show out in
Yeah.
Vegas.
or ICE.
Oh,
Immigration.
yeah, right. That was just the strangest thing, and they had the little kid with them too, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yes, fucking.
yeah. They propped her up too.
And then you wonder where missing children, where kids go missing and shit. It's like people like that, I think.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of children are trafficked so that they can sing in a three-piece band.
A fake three-piece band.
Three-piece band in the supermarket parking lot.
They're like, here's the bad news: you've been kidnapped.
Oh.
What's that?
There was this black dude who used to sell steaks on Metropolitan Avenue where the BQE got off on Metropolitan Avenue in just over the border in Brooklyn. This guy was so fucking funny.
Were they good
He
steaks?
had a real shtick. I don't believe I ever bought a steak from him, but he was in his butcher uniform.
Oh my god! Yeah.
You know those steaks were packed in his pants
Oh my
before he was selling them.
Wait, he didn't happen to sell fried fish out of his station wagon in Harlem, did he?
It's quite possible. Tony said best fucking steaks ever.
Oh, okay. So Tony got some.
Oh God, yeah, I remember that. I remember that clear as a bell. That's so funny.
Sometimes those are your best guys right out of the truck. Like I said, that fish was delicious from the station wagon.
So explain to me, what the fuck are you talking? First of all, how does you end up in Harlem?
My cousin. I went to live with my cousin. She needed me, so I went and lived with my cousin in Harlem because she lived there.
I always love
She's half Jamaican.
I always love when Sicilians, break a stereotype.
I fit right in.
I'm sure you did.
Oh yeah. I mean, right. I think my first 3 months there, I think everybody thought I was like an undercover cop or something.
Oh, I'm quite certain.
Oh yeah, I was well received. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what happened. I ended up living there for like 3 years, and
basically a project.
enjoyed
building, right?
Yeah, it was in the projects. Yeah, it was 101st and First, right in Harlem. Yeah. And it was old shitty building filled with roaches and stuff. It was not well kept at all. It was actually sad state of affairs, but I did get a lot of good cuisine there, minus the roaches. You got a lot of good cuisine.
Yeah, you don't want your food moving.
But that's where I had the fried fish out of the back of the station wagon, because there was this guy and he would come and he had the little fryer and he would set it at the table and he would fry fish. I think it was flounder or something. He'd give you a little rice, a little trick. He would cook the rice with a plastic bag over it. I'm sure that was good, with the fumes and the ink coming off the fucking rice.
Oh, so this guy learned how to cook shit on a heater in prison.
Yeah, he was doing this prison
Okay.
style, I would assume.
Yeah,
It was
that
very
is definitely
flavorful.
prison style.
But I always enjoy. I talk about it all the time because it was that delicious. It really was good.
Was it bony?
No, it was like butter, pure butter.
Did it melt in your mouth?
Yep. Delicious.
Nice.
With the rice, had a little white rice, and then like you could get like a styrofoam cup, and it was just had ice in it, really. So kind of keep you cool for the day.
What?
Yeah, you walk around. It's a cup of ice. It's very
so
common.
You give wait.
You get a cup of ice.
Maybe I missed something.
You never went into a store in New York City and bought a cup of ice?
But did the fish guy have it?
The fish guy had ice. A little shaved ice. She was, there you go. In the styrofoam cup.
What purpose did it serve?
It was hot out. It was summertime. It melts slow. You got a nice cold cup of water all day while you're walking around.
Why not just get like a shaved ice with some flavor to it?
Because it was a large cup. It was a large styrofoam cup.
Did they charge you for this?
Yeah, whatever he charged. I couldn't charge much. I don't remember. Maybe $1. We're gonna get charged. Big cup of ice. But the little cubes, the little tiny little cubes, little ones. You know what I mean?
So he was selling fish out of the back of a station wagon,
Fried fish.
and basically cups full of hail.
Yeah. And white rice. White eye.
Okay.
Yeah, it's delicious.
So now I'm trying to. So what year would this be?
This was I was 30. I was like 36, 35.
Okay, so you were kind of out of your fancy clothes, your Cavaricci days.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was a pipe fitter. I was working up in Fishkill, New York, and yeah.
Linda Lopez can imagine that they wouldn't even give you a bottle of water.
Wow.
Bottle.
No, I don't know if he sold other drinks, but that's what I would go with. That's what everybody else would go with. He probably had bottles of water or some sodas. He might have had sodas. I don't know. He had a little cooler.
Some white rose sodas with the naked chick on the
White
can.
Rock.
White Rock. That's
Yeah,
right.
remember
White
that?
Rock.
My uncle had a White Rock soda route with his truck. He had a van, and he used to have to go to all the vending machines.
And the truck had the giant,
the lady on
naked
it.
lady on
Yeah,
it.
it was beautiful. And he would do that, and then he got into all this other vending shit, all these machines with candy. He started his own thing. God bless him.
How many years is he doing?
My father robbed him, put him out of business. That's a true story. Yeah. Poor guy. He was a nice guy, too. It was too bad. It really was too bad, Put him right out of business. He devastated. He took everything.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Your dad was a hell of a
And he
character.
knew that he did it, too. And, like my uncle knew that he did it to him, and he called him out on it. And my dad got mad at him for it. Like, what?
How dare you?
Oh, man. Times were crazy, the 70s and 80s, man. Very different time, So funny.
So where do you draw the line on street food?
As far as what I'm willing to eat, like, or how it's prepared, like?
Yeah, like there are some things people say, oh, I'd never get a hot dog off the cart. I don't care if that guy is pissing in that fucking water 3 times a day. Nice Brett cart hot dog.
Yeah.
It's good.
I don't
A little
mind that.
pissy sometimes, but good.
The only time, that I might be a little cautious is if I see somebody cooking as if, and this is no stab at the Indians or whatever you want to call them, but
Hang on. Which ones?
the push dots.
Push dot. Okay.
All right. No punch at them, but if I see somebody preparing street food like they do in India, I'm gonna walk right past that guy.
So, Linda Lopez has been borderline obsessed with those videos.
I have to watch them. I mean, they're stirring stuff with their feet. They're using, the guy's got a leaf and he's putting shit on it with his foot while he's got his other hand. And like, they think this is fantastic. How efficient.
I don't know how anybody in the world says, I'm going to spend a lot of money to go to India.
Yeah, that too. I mean, it looks like they. I mean, I'm not. I'm just saying how it looks. Okay, it looks like it'd be pretty common to see people just shitting in the street. Okay, and I don't want to pay to go there. I could go to New York and see that. You know.
Yeah, Jenny says, and rats running through the food, and
Yeah, that too. I mean, they're not clean. I mean, they're picking like their food is laying on the dirty floor that they're stepping on, and the rats are running through. They don't even put it up on like at least elevate it.
I don't mind it so much when it's like in a Chinese restaurant where I can't actually see all that going on.
Right, exactly. I at least hide that shit, man.
Yeah, hide that shit in the back. You know.
Well, but-
You walk in there, you see the tinfoil over the pipes. You'd say, "Oh, this is a pretty clean place."
yeah, right, yeah.
That keeps everything clean.
Yeah, the old tinfoil trick. I love that.
Oh yeah. Linda says the river is their toilet.
Oh yeah, what it must smell
Christina
like
says,
there.
"I can't imagine what it smells like there."
Probably smells like dead dogs.
I think it smells a lot worse than that.
I'm just throwing that out there as a starter.
I mean, fucking cows are in the fucking rivers, and the people
Oh.
bathing in the rivers,
Yeah,
and
they're-
shitting in the rivers. It's like a pool at Hemlock Farms.
Exactly. And that's where I'm going. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I'm swimming in freaking Fawn Hill.
By the way, be looking for a new segment on the show called the poop account.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're going to take an accounting of every time
Somebody shits
somebody
in the water.
shits in the pool. Christina says sounds like a great vacation.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I also have no interest in going to like China or Japan. But a customer of mine just got back there, and he was telling me about it a little bit. And it's he said it's amazing how clean it is.
Really?
Yeah, he was in China and he was in Hong Kong.
Did he happen to stop by Hunan there or whatever they
I don't
call
know
it?
that's how you pronounce it.
Hunan.
They pee and crap upstream and bathe downstream. Yep,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Exactly. Or there's like they dump all their factory waste into their rivers that they're fucking bathing in and drinking in, and like some of their rivers are just saturated with fucking
They glow in the dark, basically.
yeah.
One thing that'll turn me off right away, and it's another illusion. It's a mirage.
Mm-hmm.
I just happen to see it. It probably happens all the time when somebody's using a spatula and they start cooking chicken, and that spatula is what they use from raw to cooked, and they're serving it to you.
Oh yeah, look at that. I'm a stickler for that shit with the chickens.
Oh, my
I don't
God.
even usually eat too much chicken.
So when I made some beautiful breaded fried chicken on
Yeah.
Sunday, and my thing, I have this system. There's fork A
Okay.
brings the breaded chicken into the pan.
Okay.
It also flips it once. Then fork A is put to the side.
Right.
Now I got my tongs. I
Right.
got to turn them again. I got my tongs.
Gotcha.
And then when I take them out, fork B is used, which is only used for cooked chicken.
Which is
Fully
100% cooked. Yeah, you don't got the guts and the ghoul.
Exactly.
Right. Or whatever comes with that. What do they call that? Schmegma. What do they call the chicken disease there?
Oh, herpes.
Yeah. Is that how I got that? From the
That's it.
chicken?
Keep telling Jenny.
Man.
Yeah, but I tell you, and I'm surprised Linda hasn't brought this story up.
What's that? Street food?
The street food story when she was in the hospital and she was unable to eat.
Guy cutting meat out back with his toenails.
I don't
Oh
remember
my
this one. I got to
God.
see this. This I need to see.
That's disgusting.
At like midnight, I would go down to the streetcar on Madison on Fifth Avenue
Mhm.
and get a beautiful gyro.
Oh, nice. I love that.
and I would take this gyro to the closed cafeteria that was on the first floor as soon as you walked into St. Vincent's, not St. Vincent's, but Mount Sinai Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And I would sit there by myself and I would eat it because Linda was not allowed to eat.
Oh, okay.
So then she said,
So you would kind of huddle to yourself, knowing that she was starving.
like a buzzard
Yeah.
eating a fucking dead raccoon.
I would do, just so you know, I would do the same thing. Go ahead.
She made me come up to the room next time and eat it because she knew it. She saw me walking across Fifth Avenue. Her window was right there,
Mm-hmm.
buying this
So now
beautiful meat pouch. This beautiful,
and that's
pouch
what
of
it
meat.
is.
Yes.
With a little special sauce.
I don't care how special. It's still, I could eat tzatziki sauce right out of the jar with a spoon.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she would make me eat it in front of her.
Did she yell at you like
No.
has the word chastise you as you ate it? Like, how dare you?
No.
No?
She chastised me for a lot of other things. Breathing.
I get that from Jenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she says I used to beg him for sips of his soda. So no, that's not quite true.
Mm.
Because there was a time where she couldn't have liquids either. And
now she can.
I didn't let it. Now she can. It's a distant memory. And well, listen, if she's gonna make me, that's the tzatziki sauce on my shirt is what I save for a little bit later.
Hey,
that's
the
before
good
I had
stuff.
this nice hearty flavor saver here. So yeah, but
You like a little sauce?
like a little sauce. Is that cranberry sauce? If she's gonna make me eat food upstairs,
Mhm.
what's the problem with me drinking soda upstairs? Well, that became a thing. She wanted me to go against. It's his work dream, baby. She wanted me to go against doctor's orders,
Right.
and allow her some lovely Sprite.
Okay. And did you fulfill this little
Nope.
deal?
Nah.
You didn't give her any. And what did
I
what
think
did
she
she got
suckered me
mad
out
at
of.
you?
I think she's suckered me out of a sip one time.
See. And then what? Did she get in trouble for it? Did she?
She didn't, because it was such a small sip. Because she would unhook her fucking tube that was snaked down to her stomach, so that it wouldn't come out and the nurse wouldn't see it.
Holy sneaky shit. No gelatin strewed on the bottom. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I missed that cart food. I missed those gyros.
I have one guy that I do watch, the Indian food guys. Is a little skinny guy that pours the fucking drinks, like 5 of them at once, and he lights cigarettes. You know that one? You know that guy?
No, but I want to check them out.
I'll send you the link. But yeah, that's where I draw my line at street food. However, anything other than that, I always enjoy somebody cooking something right on the street there, right in front of me.
Oh yeah.
At least I know what they're doing. I know the cooler it's coming out of. The dirty cooler.
And it's sad up here because everybody thinks if they can get a hot dog cart off of eBay,
Yeah.
that they're gonna make $1 million up here. Because
Now, why do you think that doesn't happen up here? Like, why do you think that that's not a thing? Other than the fact that we don't have sidewalks.
well, that's the thing. Now,
No.
my first thought is that it's more of a walking thing. A lot of people don't want to pull their car over
Mm-hmm.
to get a hot dog.
Okay.
Now, there was a hot dog guy in Jersey. I don't remember where he was. It might have been somewhere by where 3 meets 46,
Mhm.
I think, that had a little dirt parking lot, and he sold his fucking hot dogs were the best.
Was he busy though? Yeah.
He was busy. He was there all the time, so he never went out of business.
I don't know. You know, back in the day before the Woodbury Commons was built, going over that mountain over Route 6 there, is that Route 6? There was a pull off there, and there used to be a guy, he would spend all summer there selling hot dogs, and he made a lot of money, and then he spent his winters in Florida. This is an old guy.
Jason says that he wants to do a hot dog cart 84 and 739. But there was a hot dog cart
Jason.
there. It was there for like a week.
Jason, that's a great idea. But there was a guy there. And then where'd he go?
Yeah, it just disappeared.
And the thing is, like I don't, and that's why I don't understand why that doesn't. See, to me, I would rather just roll up, ask that dude to like give me a couple of hot dogs, and then just go sit in my car and eat it. I don't got to sit down and bullshit with people, you know. Put my music on.
I agree.
Even in the wintertime, I sit in my car, put the heat on, you fucking chilling.
When I'm not sure. Linda sent me something.
Paul said there was a guy off of the Port Jervis exit on 84. I don't remember him, Paul. He's not there no more then. He says there was.
Yeah, these guys never.
So
now
fleshlights.
I think
Hot
the fleshlights would bring all the boys to the yard, but
Yeah.
I could go for a good empanada. I gotta learn how to make. They're actually pretty simple to make.
Yeah, empanadas, that would be good with anything. Hot dogs, simple shit, man. I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't happen around here.
I gotta see. Tony asked the guest from a few weeks ago, like Rutt's Hut.
Rutt's Hut?
Yeah, wasn't Lucia going to Rutt's Hut or something? Or that's the only guess we've really.
Is that a hot dog place?
I believe so. Yeah.
See, now there's a hot dog place. What's that? Pete's Hot Dogs there in Honesdale. They've been there forever, right next to the hospital. It's a hot dog place.
Well, that's probably a good place where people don't want to go to the hospital cafeteria.
I
every
guess. Day. And then there's I know there's another hot dog place around somewhere. Shit. It'll come to my mind 2 days from now when we don't need to know it.
So can I tell you, I have this weird, speaking of food, I have this weird thing that I do.
This isn't the thing where you take your pants off, is it?
No, that's after that.
Okay. Go ahead then.
Yes, Lynn, there's always drama on Jason's page, but I was not part of it. And Jason, no, I saw you post something about somebody that reported whatever comment. And
what page is Jason?
Pike County, what's happening?
Oh, okay. That's
well. Some
page.
of us,
cool. Okay.
Some of us had
like
the unmitigated balls to suggest that maybe going to a place of business that currently employed somebody that was looking at like 7 child pornography charges.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I saw that.
Might not be a great idea. But anyway, so some people, I guess they're friends or people who care more about their hair color than little kids getting diddled.
There's always going to be
defending
people
them.
to defend someone. Yeah.
Yeah, which we've seen.
Yep.
Obviously.
Yes, I've seen it.
But then they said that this person no longer works at that particular place.
Okay.
And
well,
it's
now is that
it's tough because there are other people in that place that didn't do anything wrong and might be affected by
their stream of business might be sort of slowed down for a little bit.
But I wouldn't want you to, even if Libby was going to somebody else in that place, would you bring them there knowing that person is there?
No.
Exactly. Why would you?
No. Not at all.
Yeah, of course not. That's why the first thing I did was text Jenny and text Danielle.
Yeah.
And say, hey, where do you bring the kids? Where do you go? You know?
Yeah, because I think my daughter had Jessica had an appointment with that person that week or something. She canceled once you got the news.
Yeah. So.
But
anyway, back to food. I have this weird thing. So we all know that the lovely Belinda Topez had a little battle around the new year with some kidney stones.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in and out of the hospital with this. And we had been going to Orange Regional, which is now Garnet Health. And as you,
Mm-hmm.
in certain situations, I get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Particularly when I'm by myself. This cafeteria layout.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably all fucked up.
All fucked up. Everybody there.
Disorganized.
Well, everybody who was in the cafeteria knew how the ins and outs
Yeah,
of
the
it
shortcuts. They were cutting you.
because they worked there. They know.
Yeah, they were cutting you.
So not once,
Mm-hmm.
possibly not twice. I'm not sure, but there's a good chance thrice.
Wow.
I just went there, panicked, and got the codfish sandwich.
Well, there you have it. You went with the safety net.
How is a codfish sandwich in a hospital cafeteria the safety net? That's the most ridiculous fucking thing to order.
Well, it's probably frozen.
Particularly that I don't like fish.
Well, here the thing is that it's frozen, so you gotta. They can't fuck it up. It's frozen. It was made. It was made somewhere out in Western PA at Tyson Foods.
Look at the woman with the last name Lopez
Oh,
is saying that
yeah.
bacalao is gross.
oh yeah. I'm sorry.
You guys are supposed to eat that
Yeah.
right off the fucking hook in
Yeah,
Puerto Rico.
It's because they're missing fish. The head's missing, so she's turned off by it.
Oh, is that what it is? Like to look deep into the eyes while she's
Yeah, they
eating
love
it? Okay.
Oh,
And Tony maintains that yes, they can fuck that up too.
yeah.
I mean, I guess if you
so.
break your tooth on a frozen fish patty,
Mhm.
that's fucked up. But I don't even know why I do this.
I always
don't know.
I have fun at the hospital cafeteria.
Well, the hospital cafeteria in Rockland was a fucking delight.
They always have really good pudding. If you like, like most hospitals got like that's the good pudding. You know what I mean?
But that pudding comes out of a 5-pound can.
Big can, yeah. Reminds me.
I've purchased that can at BJ's.
that big can of
Yeah.
pudding. I love that.
I
I'll
just-
eat that whole thing.
I just eat it with my hand like Winnie the Pooh.
just like
Exactly. No, the hospital cafeteria down in Rockland, that was
good
a
stuff.
thing of beauty. Good
Mm.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This is a
Very
cheap
good
date.
stuff.
You go to the hospital cafeteria.
I remember
Yeah.
when my mother had heart surgery and she was in Morristown Memorial Hospital in the Heart Center.
Mhm.
And one day I was there early enough to get breakfast and I probably had 5 pounds of bacon in a fucking heart hospital cafeteria.
Nice.
Yeah.
They'll load you right up.
They're just drumming up business.
Probably had a wheelchair waiting for you at the checkout.
Well, they made me eat it in an MRI.
Oh yeah, as you were going through.
But it's like an adventure, especially when now I have a thing for hospital cafeterias because I live in Pennsylvania. My choice of food is Italian, and Italian.
Yeah. Chinese is out lately, so I don't even know.
Chinese
right?
is out. Yes.
So it's like
5-star. This is Michigan star dining.
a 5-star dining.
Excuse me, Michelin star. Yeah, 5-star
Mm-hmm.
dining at the finest. I should do like our friends Lucia and Glenn. I should kind of do like a vlog on different hospitals.
Let's start tomorrow. I'll video record you.
Where we going, Wayne? We'll go to Wayne first.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm in.
I'll
I'm in.
record it. I'll ask you some questions, or I could just sit there and not say anything.
We'll do a whole review, a food review.
I'll do it. What hospital has the best food? Why
Yeah.
not?
But we have to call ahead and see if it's BYOB because I might need a fine wine pairing with some of these.
Oh
foods.
yeah, or a nice pilsner.
Because that's what the codfish sandwich was missing was a nice white,
Okay, I could see
like a
that.
nice
We're gonna have to
how you call their Chardonnay.
Yeah. Oh, a nice. Oh, really? Yeah. Nice Chardonnay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
with ice cubes in it. In a paper cup that I got from the hospital cafeteria.
Yeah.
Oh, and all the hospital cafeterias now big on the fucking paper straws.
Remind me of this guy Umberto. He used to give out complimentary cups of wine on Mulberry Street in plastic cups. He's standing out there with a fur coat on. Guy had a fur coat
In the summertime.
all the time. Always had his fur coat on. He liked to show it off. It was ugliest coat. He's probably still down.
Fucking raccoon rabbit hair coat.
Yeah, it looked cheap. They looked cheaper than the plastic cups that he was pouring the wine in. But whatever, you know, it was his thing. It worked for him.
And then you went uptown
Yeah.
and got cups of ice.
Then I went uptown, all the way uptown, and
Way
I got
up
cups of
there.
ice.
Okay. I see
Yeah,
the
which was
difference there.
delicious. A nice ice fish sandwich, you know.
Well, my
fried
brother
fish.
says that the ice was to keep the fish fresh.
Yeah, that's probably why it tasted.
Was it
funny.
fishy ice?
A little bit.
Okay.
Had a little smell to it.
Every once in a while, you find a fish eyeball on the fucking ice.
Yeah.
It happens.
Comes in up in your straw, you know.
And it blocks the straw. That's the worst. Like every time, what do you call it? I get like I have a shake and something gets stuck in the straw.
Yeah, so frustrating.
Now I'm gonna think could be strawberry,
Could be fish eye.
could be fish eye.
Yeah, you know, well, they were headless. At least once you put them on the, you know, it's a nice little. Sometimes you put them on a nice little the rolls there. You know, those cheap rolls that they pull. You know, like the little round things
That are connected to
yeah,
each
they're
other.
all connected.
Okay.
They were good, like the Hawaiians. You know, whatever.
Yes.
It's tasty.
Yeah, yummy cup of fish ice.
Yeah.
You know, that's
The good stuff.
like dolphin milk.
Yeah, but dolphin milk, they make that on purpose.
Yes, they do.
You know.
Yes, they
That's-
do.
you know. So
I found a video of me telling Belinda Topez she had pretty bitch of kneecaps or PBKs.
PBKs, as
And-
Kenneth would say.
And she had no idea what I was talking about, and she just flipped me
Oh
off.
man, that guy's just—he's a.
I gotta
Shame,
find
man.
him again.
Just type in
Pretty
Kenneth.
bitch of kneecaps.
Pretty bitch of kneecaps, and it'll come up. Yeah.
Back to empanadas. Have you ever made an empanada?
I've never made one, but
Okay.
I have
Oh, you just
endlessly
listened to me.
enjoyed them. I even may have some frozen ones at home.
They're not hard to make,
Really?
and they sell the little discs in
Yeah.
Weiss.
So how do you make the discs though? Let's listen.
No,
If we're gonna go through the trouble
oh, you're gonna do.
of making the fucking empanada, can we make the dough to make the disc?
Okay.
How do we do this? What's probably corn? I know they like to use corn, these people. Maybe it's a corn base.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a corn base.
Uh-huh. All right.
So Jason says steakums are the shit.
Oh yeah, Jason, you're right.
The
Steakums
last-
are delicious.
I'll be honest with you. The last time I had steakums, I was still living in Queens,
Mm-hmm.
and for a couple of hours, I felt so fucking sick,
Really?
and I've never had them since.
That might be something I might want to try with Livy this week. Some nice steakums.
Oh, you
It's
want to
good kid
really?
food. Kids love that
If
shit.
you really want to give her an experience, you're gonna have to go Spam and Vienna sausages.
Oh, she won't do that. She's a freaking. She's nah. There's no way she won't do it.
Can I just? I'm gonna ask Jenny to turn down the volume for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm frying up these beautiful Never Whiz on anything. Jason wants to know Cooper Sharp cheese or Whiz.
I'll do both.
I'm cooking up these beautiful chicken cutlets, and here comes Livy walking through my door, scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. So then we were all hanging out and having a good time. We had cops on TV. We didn't take that off.
Oh,
Sorry
yeah,
about
she's
that.
used to it.
Okay.
Yeah, she probably thought she was at home.
So she said that my chicken cutlets are the best she ever had, but she wouldn't tell her mom that.
I know. I heard this. You know who told me this? She did. She came in my room. She's like, I told Mike those were the best chicken cutlets I ever had, but don't tell mom. She said this as she gave me a kiss goodnight, whispered that, and then ran out of the room. And I was like, what?
Yeah, she actually
She
said
enjoyed
that
them.
was very funny, and you know she's a goodie. She had a
Oh,
sweet
yeah, Livy,
potato. She had
she
some
likes
salad.
something, she's gonna fucking destroy it.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So we had fun. That was fun.
Well, thanks for having her.
We very much enjoy spending time with her. And the nice thing is, as we can enjoy the whole time with her, knowing in the back of our heads that we get to return her.
She is going home eventually.
Like every kid. We're in such the best situation now as we get a little older, more sentimental. That we have friends with little kids that we like to spend time with. And
absolutely. And when you're in walking distance, even better. You could just be like, pretend to pick up the phone and be like, "Oh, what's that? Oh, Libby, your dad called. Yeah, I'll send her home now.
Exactly.
All right, goodbye. Yeah, he wants you to go.
Yeah, and then she comes plotting through the fucking woods with your giant
My Crocs.
your giant Crocs with the big pot leaf on them.
Yeah, dad's medicine.
Dad's medicine. And yeah, Linda gave her the whole because they were arresting a lot of meth heads, as they will on that show.
Yeah, huh? It's still on that show, huh? Cops?
Well, no,
Or
on
it's
the,
a new
on
form?
the Pluto channel,
Oh, okay.
they have like a never-ending cops channel.
That's so cool.
Yeah, but
Well, I'll have to
they
check that
were
out.
up close to us in Pennsylvania. I forget exactly.
Really?
Yeah. And I knew that they had planned it because they took cops off the air during, the riots
Oh,
after what's his face, George Floyd.
really?
Yeah,
What sense
So-
did that make?
none.
Oh,
It never
okay.
does.
Oh, so they're
Yeah.
just everything's normal then.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, because we got a thunderstorm, and we fed her. Then we packed up our Crocs on her phone and
Oh,
drove
that's
her home.
right.
But
I'm wearing Crocs right now, assholes.
Tony's right. It's a fork tongs thing. It's how you treat the meat with respect with a pair of tongs.
Yeah,
Then
absolutely.
you put them. Excuse me. Then you put them on paper towels to dry nicely. But I myself wasn't very hungry
No,
at dinner time
why?
because I cook chicken cutlets the way I cook pancakes. I take one out of the pan and put it on the plate, and I take one out of the pan and put it in my mouth.
That's what I do.
I ate so many fucking chicken cutlets.
I'm like that all the time. When I'm making like a nice Italian dinner, I'm the same way, man. I'm taking, I'm sampling the meatballs. By the time dinner sits down, I already had 3 meatballs, a couple of sausage, but I still pack it in a little bit best I can. You know what I mean?
Yes, I think we're going to do this empanada thing.
Yeah, that sounds really good, man.
Yeah, because like I explained to you before when we were walking the dog,
Mm-hmm.
at this point we've become one of those old gay couples that don't have
Right.
sex.
Yeah, absolutely.
So really making some empanadas together, really
We'll
knock
make
it
some
out.
nice empanadas. We'll walk the neighbor's dog.
Yeah. I just start dressing up in a bathrobe, drinking a cup of broth. As I rapidly lose weight.
You just sit there and you go, brothy.
Meaty.
Yeah, oh, it's so beefy. This cup of broth.
Oh, this is a good bouillon. Nice smoking jacket. Yes, I don't have a deep fryer. Jeff used to have a deep fryer.
I do. I have one now.
Oh, okay.
Small.
Yeah, no, I put a little extra virgin olive oil in a pan and like half a stick of butter
Mm-hmm.
and fry them bad boys right.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. I always like to add butter with my olive oil, like a bunch of fucking. I add butter to everything. I just love, but I just eat it. I eat the fucking stick. I bite it. I love it.
I mean,
Just
what could
love
go
butter.
wrong with that?
To me, it's like butter is what we got left over from cheese, and we made something really nice with it.
Yeah,
Butter.
butter.
I love it. I just put it on everything. I'm really getting into saturating like my steaks with it, man.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit!
You gotta make
next
yourself a
level.
nice garlic butter,
Okay, I'll do it.
and you saturate your steaks with that.
Yeah, I'm really.
When I take the air out of the thing, shrink wrap or whatever.
Yeah.
My fine meats.
Uh-huh.
A lot of times I just put pats of butter in there because a lot of times I'm going to put the whole thing into sauce vide.
Yes, which is French for sauce vide.
Exactly.
Right.
but I think it was invented in Michigan,
Okay.
next to London Fog.
Oh, yes, of course it was.
Well, Maryland or wherever that was.
Christina says, come on, you're not that old. You can still have that. That's next week's show, Christina.
Yeah. We'll talk all about it. I want to make a good chili too. I miss chili.
I haven't made it. Last time I made chili, it was a home run. Knocked it out of the park. I just don't remember how I did it, but I'm going to try to do it again.
So, do beans belong in chili?
You know, I'll take it with or without. It doesn't bother me if they're there. I put them in sometimes. Sometimes I don't. But I'll put like the kidney beans in there or whatever they call them.
Yeah, the red kidney beans.
Yeah, that's all. I don't mind them. I enjoy them. Adds to it.
I agree.
And I like the meat to be like, not like Swedish meatballs, but just a step below a Swedish meatball. Like the size. I like it to be a little chunky. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be meatballs. I like it chunky.
Yeah, I do it. I guess I break it down to taco size. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
This way you want to throw it in a shell. You ever do that?
What's that?
Throw your chili in a taco shell?
No, because it's not a taco.
Just saying. You got a little left over. Maybe you got some shells underneath the sink, wherever you keep your shells.
Who would keep their fucking taco shells under a sink?
You know what I mean? The thing, the cabinet. What do you call it?
Cabinet?
Where you keep your shells.
A shell cabinet. Let's call it that.
Yeah. You might got a couple extra and a little leftover chili. You make like a little Mexican medley.
Well, when I make tacos, when it's taco night,
Yeah.
there are typically no
There's no chili around?
there's no shells left. So no, I have not done that because
I always have leftover shells.
but that, how do you, I like a thick chili, but it's must be running out the ends of the shells.
It's not, it's not something I do all the time,
You know what you could do? You could buy those chips that are shaped like a little bowl. Those tortillas,
Those are fun.
and you could dip it in. So Tony and Linda agree. Chili requires beans.
Yeah. What about sour cream? Do you add sour cream to your chili? I'm just curious because some people do.
Linda, and
Some
her
don't.
creepy messages about that jerk off microphone. Oy.
Ooh. She's sleeping in his t-shirt. She's in love.
I'll report later on if that's true.
Okay.
Yes, sour cream. So most things that you put sour cream on, in my estimation, is basically a delivery system for sour cream.
Got you.
Yeah, shredded cheese.
Oh, I love it.
Raw onion, maybe.
Yep.
And sour cream for sure.
So here, my thing is, and you're going to disagree probably, but
Most
there's
likely
a fine line. There's a very fine line between chili and taco meat.
fuck out of here.
Because you got all the same ingredient. Everything is
That's
there.
like saying that the fine line
Right.
between bolognese and a meatloaf.
I get the chili. I put it in a bowl, okay? And if it comes with something extra, I add it. If it doesn't, I just eat it like that. You know what I mean? Now, Jenny, she makes a bowl of chili. It looks to me like she's getting ready to put together a fucking taco or a burrito with all the ingredients that she adds.
Well, Tony points out you should make a chili burrito. No leakage for sure. But
Thank you, Tony.
I would. So what Jenny's doing is she is garnishing a soup. A taco is a dry meat
Okay.
or drier meat.
All right. I see where you're going with that. But I just think all the added things, which I don't have a problem with, like I said, if it's there, if I go to a restaurant and I get Wendy's chili, it comes with this disgusting looking tube of extremely delicious sour cream. And I swish it on.
Why is that fucking tube It's twisted at like a 45-degree angle. They still do that bullshit?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the old ice pops, you know?
Yes.
It's because it probably comes frozen. It's probably just the same design, same machine.
Tony says there are only 5 ingredients in Tex-Mex food, just arranged differently.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, I love a chimichanga.
I love a chimichanga. My favorite chimichanga, I used to get at a place called Jimmy Changas.
Well, that guy was a marketing genius.
Uh-huh.
But chimichangas ain't Mexican. You'll find them in Mexican places, but they ain't Mexican.
What do you mean?
They're as Mexican as chili is in the Olive Garden.
I am embarrassed now because 9 times out of 10, if I go for Mexican food, I'll get the chimichanga if I don't know what I want.
There was a place in New York called Chi-Chi's.
Hmm.
And they made the best chimichangas. They were whatever microwave they were cooked in.
So is
like
the
magic.
chimichanga like American? Is it
Yeah,
like
it's like a Tex-Mex thing. It's more.
So it's a chimichanga is really kind of like Mexico's version of Alfredo sauce, if you will.
Yes,
Gotcha.
or a Twinkie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Tony says a burrito with the sauce on the outside.
That's
That's nice.
Tony, does he like to cook?
Yeah.
He gets into it. I can tell. He's a good cook.
Yes,
Local, live around here.
Jersey,
Jersey.
far enough.
Just wondering if he wants me over for dinner anytime soon. 'Cause Tony's got some good ideas.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for checking us out, and we will see you next Wednesday.